Francis Hook family. There's so much that we can say today about my friend, but it seems to me that it all comes down to one overriding thing. Benjamin Hooks did indeed live a blessed life, and each of our lives was blessed by his. That is particularly true for me. For the past 20 years, I have been blessed to call Ben my close friend. If Ben were here today, he would no doubt remind us that in the sacred book that defined his whole life, it says, "Blessed are they who mourn, for they shall be comforted." It also says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God." And finally, "Blessed are those who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Yes, Ben Hooks was blessed. He was indeed persecuted in the segregated South as he fought for the civil rights movement. But he was a peacemaker who saw everyone as a child of God. And it is that reality that comforts us today as we mourn his loss. Ben talked with kings and presidents, but he was just as comfortable talking to a struggling single mother or a youth in the criminal justice system. All of us who were his friends were constantly amazed at how he could relate to any person, and that he always knew just what to say to lift their spirits, to give them hope, and to direct their lives. I saw it time and time again on the faces of the visitors to the National Civil Rights Museum as he brought history to life and made the photographs come alive with his stories of courage and principle. In particular, I remember the impact that he had on Nobel Prize winners like Desmond Tutu and the Dalai Lama and other Freedom Award winners as he gave them a personal tour of the museum. He was, in fact, their peer and colleague. There's nothing more moving and meaningful each year than the ceremonies of the Freedom Awards of the Civil Rights Museum, as leaders for human rights from all over the world gather in Memphis to pay tribute to mankind's enduring impulse for freedom. Getting to hear these human rights leaders has been a highlight of my life. But getting to hear my friend Ben each year was even more special. Year after year, he reminded us that he was indeed a drum major for freedom. We honor him today with this celebration of his life. But we honor him tomorrow and the days ahead by remaining true to his principles and to the fight for human rights that characterized his life. Today, he's been allowed to go to the mountain, and he's looking over, and he's seen the promised land. More than that, he's now entered the promised land, and he has found a place where all of us are judged by the content of our character and not by the color of our skin. As Ben so often said, we have made historic strides in our dream of equal rights, but the journey is not over. Inspired by his example and his courage, we leave this celebration of his life today with renewed purpose to a dream that will never die. I love you, Ben, and I will miss you very much.